Did you ever play that game MASH when you were younger? You remember the mansion, apartment, shack, or house, and it was typically just you and another friend, and you were determining that friend's fate. What was their future going to look like? Well, I used that same hook in the classroom to engage students for MassMutual's FutureSmart through EverFi. We have the mayor at the interactive board, and we have our contender for who we're determining their fate in the hot seats. Then we have 3 board of directors. They're giving information to the mayor so we can determine where are they going to live, what city, what state, what will their occupation be, and where will they go to school. Typically, when all of the information lays out nicely, we ask that person in the hot seat, how does it feel for the class to determine your future? And you not even know what it will look like. And answers that I get from that student are, it doesn't feel good for anybody else to determine my future, which leads us well into MassMutual's FutureSmart. Then create your own blueprint. There are 7 lessons that are in MassMutual's FutureSmart. It starts with becoming a mayor, and you get to sign the deed to a city. You get to name your city, and students absolutely love the online activities that are based on smart shopping. Looking at that unit price, comparing prices and volume and quantity. Also being able to figure out ways to pay. Are you going to use cash? Are you going to use a debit card, a credit card? What's the difference? What is interest? What is the return on paying that off? Is it worth it? Another lesson with the online activities is investments, growing a business, personal finance, and then the student-centered blueprint, putting it all together. I love the online activities. They're engaging, and they are differentiated based on each student's responses. But what I also love about these activities is that there are hands-on resources. So I can start with a fun, engaging hook, let the student do an online course that typically takes about 20 minutes, and then I can wrap up with whatever their extension is for that day, using that hands-on instruction. I love these standards because they're tightly aligned with some of the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, applying for college, and that college readiness component that typically ends up being in most standards aligned across the board.
Your middle school students will love how FutureSmart's storytelling and characters help bring to life concepts that will support their current and future endeavors. In addition to the student-facing interactive lessons, families and educators have access to free financial education modules that equip all to make informed financial decisions. Be sure to join our Facebook group, Educator Resources for Real-World Learning, and reach out to your local implementation specialist with any questions. Continue to discover new resources for your students at everfi.com/K-12.